Hello and welcome to another episode of Talking to Myself. I'm your host, Jake Letizia, and this is the podcast where I look into a camera and I talk to myself. Hey, how's it going? What's up, everybody? If you're watching the video, I just ran over here because I didn't realize the theme song was about to end. And I was about to be like 30 seconds too long after the theme song to start talking. And I don't edit this too much, so it's all real time, baby. I had to run over here and be like, nope, what's up? The theme song's done. How's it going? I got to be done in the bathroom, making sure there's no fucking boogers in my nose or my hair's not dumb as fuck. What's up, guys? That's always my maintenance for this podcast, is just at the very least, make sure there's no boogers in your nose and your hair doesn't look dumb as fuck. You know, that's the thing too, is that's when I always know I'm ready for a haircut, is when I have to worry if my hair looks too crazy. That's not a fun worry. It's a stupid worry. I envy the bald. I've said that in this podcast already. I envy the bald. I do. Because it sucks. Well, I do and I don't. I don't know. It'd be disingenuous for me to say I wish I was bald, but at the same time, it forces you into a position of a more convenient life morning-wise. You know, daily, it's a more convenient waking up. You could get away with taking less showers if you're bald as fuck. That's a fact. You save a lot of time, okay? That's probably why bald people are more successful. They save all of that hair time. Dude, Jeff Bezos, whether you like him or not, one of a fucking trillionaire, isn't he? Or a heavy billionaire. I don't think he's a trillionaire. He's a heavy fucking billionaire. And why do you think that is? He's bald as shit. Larry David made a lot of money. Why do you think that is? Bald as shit. All of the time they save. Think of how much time you save not having to do this. Add all those up. You probably save a couple fucking years worth of productivity time. I'm telling you right now. Think of these motherfuckers who gel their hair, these bums. They don't have careers. Every person who gels his hair has less than fucking 50 grand in the bank. I guarantee it. It's patently untrue. It's not true at all. But it is, though. It is. For this scenario that I'm making up right now, it's true. It's true, man. People who put gel in their hairs, people who quaff are unsuccessful. It's a fact, dude. And then bald fucking people, they start monopolies like Amazon. That's how it goes, man. If you want to be successful, Joe Rogan, dude. Biggest podcast out there. Makes a ton of money. What is he? Bald as shit. Do I see a trend here? Every multimillionaire, billionaire has a bald fucking noggin. And that's how they're able to stay ahead of the curve while you're quaffing your dumbass fucking I'm trying to get laid head. They're going smooth, bald, and rich. Okay? Fuck it, I'm shaving my head, dude. Fuck it. That's how I get this podcast number one. If I want to be Joe Rogan in the charts, I got to shave my fucking head. That's what we do. It's the only way, dude. It's all aesthetic purposes. People like to see a bald fucking head. It's relatable. I can identify with the bald head. People can't identify with my fucking haired head. It's bullshit. The fuck am I talking about? What's up, guys? Dude, I'm feeling good today. I'm feeling good. It's a little earlier than I usually record, like an hour earlier, but it's all right. I'm a little tired, but I'm excited. I got a date tonight. Oh, fuck. A date in the pandemic? Isn't that risky, you ask? I don't give a fuck. I'm not going on a date with a non-masky, bro. We're both maskers. We're both fucking healthy as shit. I got the antibodies. We're good, dude. We're gonna fucking quarantine for at least a half hour. stay separated for at least 35 minutes, and then who knows what'll happen. We're going to quarantine in our apartment. It's all good, bro. You know? We're not going to be out and about breathing on people. We're going to be like, hey, just in this tiny New York apartment, only breathing on each other, all right? That's fucking COVID friendly, dude. That's very pro-pandemic, let's flatten the curve. We're going on a very let's flatten the curve kind of a date, okay? But anyway, yeah, I got a date. Pretty sick, man. I feel pretty good about it. I'm pretty excited. I'm going to go see a friend today. It's going to be a fucking social day today. Again, one friend, not a party, still following the rules. Don't worry about it. Don't get pissed. All healthy, socially distanced fun today. It's going to be a great time. I'm excited. I'm in a good mood. I hope you guys are dating, man. I hope you guys are socially distanced, of course. I hope you guys are dating, doing things, socializing. I don't know. I think there's ways to do it without giving all of your family members COVID and killing the entire elderly population. I think there's a way to do it. I've socialized a decent amount in this pandemic, right? And I think all of it's been very appropriate and very, yeah, cool, dude. You know? I think the most a gathering ever was like 6 people. That's good, man. I think 10 is pushing it. I think if you're with 10 people, that should be the max. What are you doing 20, 15 people? That's fucking too many. It's too many. Unless you got a giant house and people are on different floors. Don't do that. I think 6 is good. 5 is probably the sweet spot. I would say 5 guests in this pandemic age. I think 5 is an acceptable amount. You get to the house, if everyone's clean and cool, you're like, all right, let's not wear a mask. The host is like, you guys don't need to wear a mask. Everyone's clean and cool. It's great, man. It's all good. Yeah. But also, I'm in a kind of a small town right now, so it's a little different. It's very interesting to see how people are operating. People are still wearing masks indoors in this town, but outdoors, not. It's rare that you see it. It's rare that you see it. I mean, there are some people who are still wearing masks outdoors all the time, but there's so much distance in this small town that it's like, if you're outdoors, everyone's like, we're at least 20 feet apart. I'm not going to wear a mask, which is understandable, you know? I mean, I'm going to be honest. When I go for a walk, I don't wear a mask. Maybe that's bad. I don't know. But it is what it is. When I walk around my neighborhood, I don't wear a mask. And nobody else really does. But you don't get close. You don't get that close, man. I'm telling you, we're always at least 10 feet apart. I don't know. It's hard to exercise with that mask on. But also, you don't want to be selfish and not wear a mask, and then somebody gets the COVID and then gives it to their whole family, and they all die. You don't want to be a part of mass murder. You don't want to be a part of that. Anyway. COVID, man, still ravaging America. What about Herman Cain, dude? Herman Cain died of COVID. Listen, man, I don't wish death on anybody. Not in a serious way. I might like jokingly be like, fuck that person. Hope they fall off a cliff. But it's never serious, man. And like Herman Cain, I think it's sad that he died. For sure, it's sad that he died. I wish he wasn't dead. I don't know him personally. I don't even really know him politically or what his thing. All I know is that he was saying that COVID was not real. He was saying COVID was not real and not as big of a deal as people said. I don't know if he was saying it wasn't real or if it's not as big of a deal. I'm not quite sure. I think he was saying it's not real. But again, I'm not the news. Don't hold me to that. I'm not reliable information at all, pretty much. So don't hold me on that. But I'm pretty sure he was like, yeah, COVID's not real. It's way blown out of proportion. And then he got COVID and died, which is terrible. But it's probably the funniest way he could have died. To be going heavy on the COVID's not even a fucking thing train, and then you get COVID and die. It's fun. It's very funny. It's the most funny. There isn't a funnier way he could have died. The only funnier way he could have died is if he was like, COVID's not real, man. And then somebody was like, oh, dude, there's COVID in that room. Just don't go in that room and you'll be fine. And he's like, fuck it, bro. I'm going in that room. Well, sir, you don't even need to go in that room. There's a different bathroom. I don't give a fuck. I'm going in that bathroom that you said COVID was in. I so don't believe in COVID. I'm going to go in the room that you told me just now COVID is in. If that happened and then he went in that room and that's how he got COVID, that's a little bit funnier. That's even funnier than just getting it after saying it's not real. Dude, that's like saying I cannot be hurt by knives. I can't. Knives can't hurt me. Knives cannot hurt me. And then somebody stabs you. That would be it's not good. Violence on a person isn't a good thing or a thing people want or even a funny thing. But if you're preaching the thing that ends up taking your life isn't real, it's the funniest way to die. I don't know. Again, I'm sorry for his family, but it's funny, dude. Oh, fuck. I don't know, man. It's pretty funny. Come on. Again, sorry for your loss, but you know? Same thing. If somebody was saying you have to wear a mask, if you don't wear a mask, you're a piece of shit. And then that person's father never was like, fuck it, I'm not wearing a mask. And then he died. That'd be pretty fun. That'd be fun. That would be funny, dude. You know? It's ironic enough to get a chuckle is all I'm saying. Anyway, what's up, guys? Enough about that. Let's talk about something else. Let's talk about fucking other things that get people riled up for some reason. Let's talk about challenge accepted, man. So challenge accepted, I don't know if you guys are aware of this. Challenge accepted was this Instagram trend. I don't know if you have Instagram or not, but if you do have Instagram, you might have participated in Challenge Accepted or seen other people participate in it. Now, Challenge Accepted is a trend that I initially saw. I just saw somebody post a black and white photo that said Challenge Accepted. And then it tagged other people saying like, it just tagged other people. So I didn't know what the fuck that meant. It's funny that the first post I saw on it was the least information given for one of these posts. Because some people later started like having a whole thing in their caption. Either blunt or flowery or whatever the fuck. Other people started like writing novels in their captions with the black and white photo. But initially, all I saw was the most simplest, bare bones version. Challenge accepted. Black and white photo of a girl trying to look as attractive as she can. Not wrong with that, but that I'm just telling you what it was. It was a black and white photo, and this person was trying to look as attractive as they could, and then they tagged other people. I was like, all right, I don't know what that is. Then I saw another person, black and white photo. Person's looks very beautiful in this photo. I wouldn't even say she's trying to look attractive. She just looks fucking attractive in this photo. Black and white, challenge accepted, tags other people. All right. Now I'm like, oh, this must be a trend. 2 people did it. Same exact fucking thing. This has to be a trend. So then I look up online. I go to Google. I go, what the fuck is challenge accepted? And Google goes, challenge accepted is a way for women to show that they support other women. It's about women supporting other women. That's all the information was. There was like 3 different articles. I read them all. They all just said it's a way for women to say they support other women. That's it. Nothing else. Just simple, very bare bones. This trend of taking a black and white selfie of yourself or taking an old photo of yourself and running it through a black and white filter. This trend of taking an attractive photo of yourself for some reason. For some reason, I didn't see any unattractive photos. It was all, look at these beautiful women. I support women photos. That's what it was. Women supporting women. Now, I'm going to be honest. When I saw Challenge Accepted, like when I saw the first couple, I was immediately angry. And I didn't know why. I really didn't know why I was angry. I just immediately was like, I hate this. What the fuck is this? And at first, when you get immediately angry at something, the first thing you do is you go, why am I so angry? Like, why is this angering me? Am I being stupid as shit? Like, should I even be angry at this? And then also when it's an all-woman trend, I also got to ask myself, am I being misogynist right now? Am I being a little sexist? Am I angry because it's a female thing? Like, what's going on here? Where is this anger from? Now I know myself to not be a sexist, or at least I try not to. I guess it's the best you could do. I think everybody to a certain degree has certain biases that they're unconscious of. And I think the best you could do is try and go, oh shit, that was I think the best thing you could do is like in moments like that where it's an all woman trend on Instagram and you feel angry. I think the best thing you can do as an ally, if you will, or the best thing you could do just as a human being is go, hey, why am I angry at this? Is it a fucked up reason? So I was asking myself those questions. Is this a fucked up reason why I'm angry? And then I start going, no, it's not. It's not a fucked up reason. It's because I'm not angry about the message. I'm angry about the disingenuous nature of it. And it's like, I'm not even angry. I'm just like, something in my gut's like, this is bad. There's something fucked about this. Because it's a lot of, and also, well, here's the tricky thing, is I saw women who I really like and respect, who I love, who did it. And then I saw women who I'm like, oh, I only ever see them posting shit to make things about themselves. The people who are competing in who is the wokest link. There's this weird competition online. There's people who care about political issues and talk about them and are trying their best to do the right thing. And then there are other people who are playing who is the wokest of the woke, the game show. Their whole feed is just performative weird shit. And it all ties back to somehow, let me say, Black Lives Matter while also showing that I'm beautiful as fuck. You know what I'm talking about? You guys know what I'm talking about. The people who are doing makeup tutorials about Black Lives, like who are the white girls who are like, Black Lives Matter, and by doing that, they like paint a black fist on their face. And you're like, I don't think this is really helping. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? The woman who did half blackface to be like color. Did you guys see the woman who did blackface and was like, I wish I was black. I'm so ashamed of being white. Did you see that? Those people who are competing so hard for wokest of the woke that they become asleep. They fall dead asleep. They're trying so hard to be awake that they fucking get narcoleptic immediately. Okay? We got these narcolepsy people out there and they fuck shit up. They fuck up the movement a little bit, I think. Anyway, what I'm saying is, so that was the thing. I thought of those people, and I was like, oh, the fucking narcoleptic people. They're This is their thing. And that's what I felt in my gut. But then I was like, you know what? Enough people who I like did it as well. It's probably just women supporting women. That's fair enough. That's fine. I think it's strange that it manifests into a let's all have black and white photos where we look as beautiful as shit. That's a little bit weird, right? But it is what it is. People are trying to feel beautiful out there. I respect it. So I kind of just moved on from it. And then the next day, all hell broke fucking loose. And my feed all of a sudden started becoming people. The battle started. Because this is what happens. This is what happened with the black square, too. Was the black square happened. And some people were doing it just as the bare minimum. But then other people were doing it because they were like, oh, you feel that pressure. And that was another thing was I'm so glad I'm so glad it was a female-only trend, because if it was for everybody, I might have felt pressure to be like, oh, let me fucking post a black and white photo of myself. And that's the thing, too, is that women are... Like, if you're in that... Think about being in that trend. Like, when I saw the black square, I was like, oh, everyone's posting this. I don't want to be the one asshole who's not supporting the movement, because I want to support the movement. I guess I have to post this square. And like, if you're a woman and you see this black and white photo that's challenge accepted and it's women supporting women, and how are you not going to post one? How are you going to be the one asshole who says you're not supporting women? Because if this becomes a universal movement that everyone's on board with, then you're going to be the one fucking dipshit who didn't participate in supporting women. And then you're going to be called out for not supporting people. And you're like, no, it's not. I just didn't know what was the right thing to do. Or I just felt like this was weird and disingenuous. And then if you're going to participate in it, everyone's got fucking beautiful photos, so then you're fucked because you're like, I'm not going to be the one ugly fuck doing this. I got to be beautiful as shit for this photo. God damn it. So listen, man, I do not envy you guys right now. Right now, I'm like, thank God I was not a woman to have to fucking deal with the dilemma of participating in this trend or not. But basically what I saw happen was, all of a sudden, the challenge accepted started becoming this weird shade throwing thing. Now, all of a sudden, it was like people would do challenge accepted. Beautiful photo, right? But then there would be another photo where it'd be like, but for your information, this is how you actually do a challenge accepted. Challenge Accepted is actually about women in Turkey, feminists in Turkey who've been killed. It's about supporting women in Turkey who have it really fucked. Okay? And then I saw more and more people doing that. This is what it's really about. It's not just about posting a fucking cute photo of yourself. But it was strange because I would see some people post a cute photo of themselves while also being like, also, it's about this. It's about Turkey. And it's like, well, why you're shitting on people, but you kind of were trying to have your cake and eat it too. You kind of were trying to be like, I'm cute as shit, but also Turkey though. And the people who didn't post Turkey though, fuck those people. I'm cute, but Turkey though, dude. I started seeing that. And then I just started seeing people go like, the challenge accepted thing is fucking stupid. And that made me feel better, to be honest, because then I was like, when I started seeing women go, this challenge accepted thing is fucking dumb, I was like, oh, okay, cool. I'm not... I was like, it definitely wasn't a woman-hating thing. It definitely was just me being like, oh, sick. I had a genuine feeling of this sucks, huh? So that was good, at least. If there's one good thing that came out of challenge accepted, it was that I realized, hey, I was right to feel that it was stupid. No, but so then women started being like, this whole thing is fucking dumb. And then what happened was people realized, and then there was this weird moment where I was feeling bad for the people who didn't say it was about Turkey. Because I was like, well, to be fair, when I looked up what this movement was, which is probably how most women did, because most women were probably like, what is challenge accepted? Should I be participating? And then, to be fair, the only articles out when it first was happening was, this is just female empowerment. There was no mention mention of turkey. And then I was watching the news, or this YouTube channel that does news that I like, who I think is unbiased, but who knows. But he was breaking down the whole story, and then he said how it became about Turkey, but then once it became about Turkey, that actually wasn't true. That actually, at least in the U.S., it just started as a women support women thing, and it wasn't attached to the Turkey thing, although women have used it for the Turkey thing. And then it became this whole weird thing where it was like, oh no, it actually is just, let's post a pretty photo, women supporting women. So then people were just like, yeah, the Turkey thing is something we should talk about, but this challenge accepted thing isn't attached to it, and it's fucking stupid. So basically what happened was everyone got really angry for almost no reason. So what really happened was everyone just what. And then it's funny too, because now I've turned around on it kind of. Now I don't know how to feel about challenge accepted, because now I'm like, well, at least those people were trying to support women. I started with like, fuck this is such a fucking dumb, self-centered thing. How, like, I was like, why do you need to say you support women? Also, how does posting a beautiful photo of yourself say you support women? Why don't you actually physically do something to support women? Why don't you fucking donate? Why don't you fucking, when women are trying to speak up, you fucking add to that voice? Why don't you be a part of, supporting women's art, like buying fucking tickets to Wonder Woman, like things like that? Like, what? That was my initial reaction. And then all of a sudden, by the end of this whole thing, I was like, well, at least they were, they were just trying to say, fuck. Fucking alarm scared the shit out of me. They were just trying to say that I support women. Like, they weren't doing anything wrong. Like, I don't know. I feel bad. Hold on. The timer just went off. Let me go to the second half. I'll see you guys in the second half. What's up? And we're back. So yeah, I felt, yeah, I got to the point where I was just like, they were, I think there were women who were trying to just say I look cute. As most Instagram trends are, it's just an excuse to make yourself look cute. But I think there were other women who were like, oh, I'm just trying to support women. I'm just trying to say that I support women. I don't not support women. They felt the social pressure. Also, the funniest part of this whole thing is there's always these wars after these things happen, and most people who participated in the trend don't even know they happened. They have no clue. They have no fucking clue it happened. Like, I know for a fact that some of the people who I saw post a challenge accepted thing, they to this moment, if they're listening to this podcast right now, they're like, I don't know what he's talking about. There was a whole war over this. There was a whole throwing shade back and forth. People trying to be like, no, you're doing it wrong. No, you're doing it right. No, don't do it at all. I don't. I just posted it and I went on with my fucking day. Which I think is a good thing. I think it's a good thing that most people just went, at least maybe I'm being too much of an optimist, but I think most people just saw that and were like, oh, women support women. Let me post a picture of me like laughing or smiling. And I showed that I supported women. And now let me go try and figure out how I'm going to pay for my bills today. I think most people did that, which at the end of the day is all positive. It's all, I agree with this message. I'm saying I agree with it. Now let me fucking figure out how I'm going to get some work when every bar is closed and I'm a bartender. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think most people carried on with trying to figure out how to survive after participating in what they thought was a good thing. And I think that's a good thing overall. It's like the black square. Most people, I think don't even know that it became this whole, you're not supposed to post one. It's the bare minimum. You're just being performative. I think most people don't know that happened. I think if you are in those circles and you do understand that happened, nothing wrong with deleting a black square. I did. Nothing wrong with being like, oh shit, maybe it is just performative. Nothing wrong with any of that. But I also don't think there's anything wrong with somebody being like, oh, this is a way for me to support. You post it, and then you continue on with your day. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Especially if somebody wasn't going to do anything, and they were like, well, this is the least I can do. At least they did that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I agree that people should do more, but I think the person that only posted a black square, they probably were never going to do more, but it's amazing that they did that. Do you know what I'm saying? Again, maybe I'm just being an eternal optimist, but I know people who posted black squares who really, really you would never think, based on talking to them, that was a big risk for them. Socially, it was a big risk to post a black square. You know? Because there are going to be a lot of people on their feed that they work with or live right near who don't agree with that shit, who are going to give them shit. So for some people, again, I agree. I don't think it's the biggest thing to do. It's definitely a fucking very, very, very small thing in the grand scheme. But I think, it was high. I think it was higher stakes for some people to post that than it was challenge accepted. For sure. I don't know. But then again, I saw some women giving other women a lot of shit. That's funny too, dude. Is that it's a women support women thing, and then it actually just became women shitting all over other women. Come on, dude. That's pretty fucking funny. Is that the challenge accepted was women support women, and then it quickly turned into women shitting on other women for fucking not supporting women the correct way. It doesn't make any fucking sense. Come on, dude. It became the antithesis to the message it was trying to send so quickly. Oh, man. Again, it ties into that thing. I don't want to see women hating women. But when a trend that's for women supporting women turns into women shitting all over other women, that's undeniably funny, dude. It's undeniably funny the same way when somebody preaches COVID doesn't exist and they die of COVID. Those things, they're too ironic not to laugh at, you know? They just are. But yeah. Anyway. My parents are watching Pride and Prejudice. I don't know if I said this already, or if somebody else has said this. I don't know. This is a thought I've had. But it seems so obvious that I'm sure someone has said it before. But like, my mom was watching Pride and Prejudice with my dad. And my dad likes the movie. At first he was acting like, oh, this is a real girl movie. But then by the end he was like, no, I like this movie. It's so funny when people are like that. Like The Notebook. The Notebook was so that movie. Guys trying to be like, oh, I don't like this movie. Oh, it's a chick flick. And then you're crying next to your girlfriend watching it. So what the fuck are you talking about, dude? It's not a chick flick, dude. It's about a relationship. I don't know. Also, chick flicks are such a stupid term because they're not chick flicks. They're movies for dumb people. That's what they are. Like a traditional chick flick. I don't think The Notebook is a chick flick. I think The Notebook elevates itself to the point. I mean, the ending sucks where they both fucking, spoiler alert, die next to each other in their sleep, which is so too perfect and stupid. Okay? That's not how it goes, man. If you're in love with someone and she gets Alzheimer's and you go there every day to support her and retell her the story of how you fell in love, which, by the way, is a little strange. Like, what, you got to tell the story every day? It's basically you going, hey, don't forget that we were in love. It's like, let her forget, dude. She has Alzheimer's, all right? Just be there for her, you weirdo. Think of the ego of that. You can't just be next to her and support her and be like, no, yeah. When she's like, oh, you're my dad, you go, sure, honey, sure. Just the happiness of like, oh, I'm supporting her. She doesn't know that, but I am. No, instead you're like, I know you have Alzheimer's, but let me jog your fucking memory about how we fell in love every day. What? You're crazy, dude. That's fucking weird. Memory about how we fell in love every day. What? If I'm going to be sitting around your fucking failing brain, you better fucking hear my story about how we fell in love every goddamn day. She's got to waste every day hearing that fucking story? Doesn't she have other important shit to try and remember than the fucking fact that she loved you at one point, you boring fuck? Anyway, besides that, I think the Notebook's all right. It's pretty good. It's not bad. Anyway, what I'm saying is, John Doe. What the fuck is the movie called? Dear John? That movie's fucking dumb, okay? It's not a chick flick. It's stupid as shit, okay? I've met many women who are like, Dear John's fucking stupid, okay? So, you could say chick flick if you want, but I'm not. It's a dumb term. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it's, they're not chick flicks. They're stupid as fuck flicks. That doesn't sound as good. I gotta find something that rolls off the tongue better. Dumb fuck films. That's what they are. They're not chick flicks. They're dumb fuck films. Okay? And it's because men and women both like these movies, and usually when they do, they're fucking dumb people. No, that's not true. Listen, some people just like trash. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't, because some people just like trash. I like shitty movies. I'm sure there's a lot of people who think anybody who likes Crank is a dumb fuck. And I think Crank is an amazing film. Also, Fast and Furious movies. They're stupid as shit, but I love them. But I know a lot of people who see Fast and Furious and they go, anybody who likes those movies are dumb as fuck. So you know what? I think those movies, those very, very schmaltzy, unrealistic romance movies are dumb as fuck. But you know what? You're not necessarily a dumb fuck if you like it. I'll take it back. You know what? I thought about it. I'm taking it back. Anyway, what the fuck was I talking about? Oh, Pride and Prejudice. Okay. So my mom loves it, and then my dad didn't want to watch it, but then he came around and was like, oh, I liked it. I liked it because it's a love story. I'm the same way. I'm a sucker for a good love story. I don't give a fuck who people say the movie is for. If the love story is good, I like it, dude. Okay? And if you're a guy out there who's too fucking tough to admit that you like love stories, soften up a bit, dude. Soften the fuck up, okay? There's nothing wrong with falling in love. You'll be more of a man if you can admit that you get cheesy sometimes. Do you know what I'm saying? It's so weird people who are fucking too tough to cry when someone well, that's actually the opposite. I was going to say someone who's too tough to cry when someone breaks up with you. But for the most part, I've talked about this before, the toughest dude cries the most. That's just a fact. That's the thing too. It's like if you're too tough to admit that Blue Valentine broke your heart, you're not tough. You're hiding something. You're putting up too severe of a wall for me to buy into any of it. It's bullshit, dude. Anyway, Mom loves Pride and Prejudice, and she loves, let me get to the fucking point I'm trying to make, instead of 900 tangents. Talking to myself, talking tangents with Jake Letizia. That's the new name of the podcast. No, so she loves Pride and Prejudice, and a friend of mine loves it so much that all she does is post memes about it 24/7, which is chill. Some of them are funny. Some of them, I'm just like, hey, dude, take a break. But, in my experience, and this is going to be a massive generalization, but I don't think it's a disrespectful one, and I think it's a true one. But in my experience, women love period pieces. Okay? That girl posts Pride and Prejudice memes constantly. My mom loves Pride and Prejudice. But then beyond Pride and Prejudice, because a lot of women like that movie, again, massive generalization, but it's pretty true. Most women love Pride and Prejudice. Not all, but a lot. Also, a ton of women like Downton Abbey. Also, a ton of women like The Crucible. What was that movie called? What was the Greta Gerwig movie called? Not Lady Bird. Not the good one. Not the one that I saw because I saw the trailer and was like, this looks really good. And I saw it and I was like, this is a fucking good movie. The other one, the period piece that came out after, that everyone was like, you have to watch this or else you hate women. And I was like, wait, but what? But the movie just looks bad. What is it called? The Crucible? What's it called? Jane Eyre? No, I'm fucking around. People are so pissed. If more people listen to this podcast, they would be angry at me right now. People close to me would be so mad that I don't know the name of this movie or that I said that it looked boring. See, that's rough sometimes is when I think people pressure other people into seeing certain films, and it's a strange thing. Sometimes you just think a movie looks boring, you know? I don't know. Sometimes a movie's just not for you. It could be about a great social message, but I don't necessarily, you know, I've seen movies that are about good things and sending good messages, but you don't necessarily like the movie. Doesn't mean you don't like the message. It means you just thought the fucking movie was not the best. Wonder Woman's an okay movie, you know? But I appreciate what it did for little girls in the world, seeing a superhero that looks like them, or at least is the gender they identify with. That's great. That's great. But is Wonder Woman an amazing film? Not really. Wait, let me look up this movie. Now I feel bad. Because now I called it The Crucible, which is not at all what it is. And The Crucible is about witch hunting, so it's the opposite. That was rude. And Jane Eyre was just me being like, all those fucking movies are the same. No, what is it? Let me look it up. Greta Gerwig. By the way, Greta Gerwig, the first thing that comes up when her name is on IMDb, it says writer Lady Bird. I'm just saying, dude, IMDb agrees with me. Lady Bird is the movie to see if you want to watch her fucking movies. Wow, dude. It's not even in her known for. Her known for is Lady Bird, Frances Ha, Mistress, ... What, Mistress in America? Mistress America, and Greenberg. Damn, dude. Okay, what is the movie called? IMDb, you're fucking me over right now. IMDb, I'm trying to fucking be a good person and know what the fucking name of this movie is because there were a lot of people who were like, you have to see this movie. If you don't, you're a piece of shit. And then you're making me look like more of a piece of shit because you won't fucking immediately tell me what this movie is. Why not put it in her fucking top 4, okay? You know how many people you're pissing off? Little Women. Little Women. That's what it's called. Anyway, I'm sure it's a good movie. I'm just fucking around. I'm sure it's a good movie. But, I don't know. I wasn't interested. I just wasn't interested. It didn't interest me. I saw the trailer, and the trailer barely tells you what it's about, and it just seemed like, I don't know, Timothée Chalamet was having crushes on people, and I was like, I don't care. I don't want to see. I don't care. Timothée Chalamet. I mean, I don't hate Timothée Chalamet, but at that point, I saw too much of him, and I was like, I'm good. Lady Bird was great. I loved Lady Bird. It's a period piece, and Timothée Chalamet is just going like, I'm cute. I don't need to see this movie. Okay? Now, period piece won't turn me off completely, you know? Completely. I'm stuttering like a fucking idiot. Like Portrait of a Lady on Fire, period piece. But again, I'm a sucker for a good love story, dude. Little Women, I didn't know if it was about... If Little Women, the trailer was like, hey, it's about a love story between Timothée Chalamet and Florence Pugh, I would go see it immediately. Portrait of a Lady on Fire, period piece, about these two women in love. Fucking dude, I'm going to go see that. Are you kidding me? That movie was amazing, by the way. That movie is the best movie so far this year. Now, it didn't have much to go against because of COVID, but that's the fucking best movie this year. If you haven't seen Portrait of a Lady on Fire, go watch it right now. Anyway, what I'm saying is period pieces. Women seem to like period pieces. Seems to be a thing. I'm sure there are some that don't, but it seems to be that women love period pieces, which I find very interesting. And I said this to my mom the other night, but I was like, it's strange that women love period pieces because it's literally the worst time for them to exist. And my mom started laughing, and she's like, "Oh yeah, I guess that's true." Because isn't that weird? Isn't it fascinating? It's strange. Why? What is that? It's very interesting to me that so many women I know love period pieces, and a lot of them are like very feminist women. I mean, Little Women. I didn't see the movie. I think it's about. I know it's a feminist film, but I don't know. I think it's very fascinating. Like I know women who love Mad Men too, and it's like, that was a bad time. I don't know. I find it very interesting. I guess it's equally weird if a guy loves Mad Men, right? Because it's like, why do you love it? Do you love it because fucking men were getting away with fucking terrible shit back then? I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's interesting though, a period piece. Yeah. It just is. Because if no woman who loves period pieces that I know would like to live during that time. None of them are like, I love this movie. I wish we could go back to that. They're like, I love this movie. I hope we never go back to that. I love the way everyone dresses and the fucking way people are talking in this film, but the way they carry themselves as human beings is so terrifying, and I'm glad I'm not anywhere near that time period. But I love these movies. I find that very interesting. I don't know. Anyway. Yeah. I'll watch Little Women. I got no problem. I'll watch it. I don't know. At the time, I just wasn't very interested in seeing it. Also, I'm a bit of a cunt. I'm a bit of a shitty cunt when it comes to everyone says go see this movie. I'm immediately like, I'm good. Doesn't matter what the movie is. Just everyone starts. I'm a stupid idiot contrarian in that way. I'm a bit of a contrarian, which is the real term for it, is contrarian. Because if you're a contrarian, part of it is just you being an asshole. It's true. That's part of being contrarian. It just is what it is. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with being a contrarian. Like I just said, I'm partially one. I've been one. I've been known to be one. I don't think there's anything wrong with being contrary to other people, but sometimes it just happens instinctually and for contrarian sake, and that's always just kind of you being a little bit of a cunt. And I'm talking about myself. It comes down to sometimes I'm just being a little bit of a cunt. Like, I could have seen Little Women. I probably would have loved the movie, but the fact that everyone was like, you have to see it, I was like, I'm good. That's why I just see movies immediately, so I don't have to fucking be influenced by everyone's pressure of it, you know? Like Wonder Woman, I was very glad to see the day it came out, because then I didn't have the pressure of everyone being like, you need to see it. I already, on my own, was like, I wanted to see this movie, and I saw it. But yeah. I don't know. Movies, man. Lady Bird was a good fucking movie, huh? I like that movie. It was good. Lady Bird's one of those movies where after you see it, you're like, that was okay, or that you're like, that was a solid movie, and then people loved it, and you're like, I don't know if it was that good. Again, might have just been contrarian brain being like, everyone loves it. I don't know about that. That's every Oscar season, too. There's always one movie that everybody loves, and then because everyone loves it, everyone's like, you know what, though, about this movie? Actually, this movie is literally the worst fucking piece of shit thing ever. And I'll tell you why. And it's like, what? Like 2 seconds ago, everyone loved that movie. 2 seconds before that movie was nominated for a lot of shit, everyone loved that movie. What's going on now? Now because it's nominated, everyone's like, actually, it's fucking. You know? I don't know. What's that movie? The Damien Chazelle one? I feel bad for that movie because everyone loved it. La La Land? Everybody loved La La Land. I saw so many people who fucking outright adored and loved the movie. And then the moment it got nominated for Oscars, they suddenly were like, actually, though, it's fucked up and I hate it. And I was like, come on, dude. It's a dumb movie it's a dumb musical. It's a lighthearted musical that surprisingly has a depressing ending. It was fine. You know, it was pretty good. I agree it shouldn't have been nominated for as many Oscars as it was, but I don't know. I think it's strange when people love something and then they suddenly hate it because it was nominated for trophies that don't matter at all. Why are we still making the Oscars matter? I've already talked about this. But why? Emmys come out again. Even in a fucking pandemic, people are complaining about Emmys nominations. Don't you get that none of it matters? That it's all made up shit? Don't people get that? Isn't that sad that in the middle of a pandemic, people can still be like, this show should have had more nominations. It would be more impactful if this show had this. No, none of it matters, dude. If people weren't dying from the plague right now, then sure, let's talk about who should have really been nominated and what should get recognized and all that. But it's like, what are we doing? I don't know. I guess it's fine. It's fine. Everyone needs their distraction. That's I guess that's what I'm really getting to, is that I don't think people should think that they're complaining about the Emmys is doing anything special. You know? I think that you should understand that that's just your distraction. Some people right now are playing a lot of video games. Some people right now are making movie reviews online. Like some people right now are doing content, doing things that have nothing to do with saving the world from COVID, with fixing social issues. Like there are certain people who are just distracting themselves. And I don't know. I guess what I'm saying is, like, I've seen certain people with the Emmys, like, they criticize the Emmys, but then they'll criticize other people for, like, not being as focused on what's important. And I'm like, you're not focused on what's important. You're not focused on what's important. If you're talking about the Emmys in any serious sort of a way, you can't ever judge somebody on not being focused on the right shit. You know? I don't know. It's strange. It's strange how openly hypocritical people are, while also being like, I'm not hypocritical. Because we're all hypocrites. That's the thing too, is that everyone's a hypocrite. At some point in your life, you're going to become a hypocrite. Sometimes it's because you've changed as a person. So just you become a hypocrite to your past self. That's usually a good thing. I mean, most people, I think most people hope that they are a hypocrite to whoever they used to be. Because that means that you grew in a way where you're very different from the person you once were, which is probably good because you should grow as a person as you get older. And then other people are just straight up hypocrites day to day, hour to hour, minute to minute. And that just happens, man. Sometimes you change your fucking mind. Or you fuck up. But it's weird the people who are unrelenting in their, I'm not a hypocrite. I'm never a hypocrite. And then when they are a hypocrite, there's an excuse for it. Instead of going like, hey, yeah, you're right. You know what? You're right. The Emmys don't matter at all. Like, are we going to do the Oscars? Like, all that shit should be done. Dude, when 9/11 happened, there should have been no more reality TV. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, we're worried about what's happening with Kim Kardashian and Kanye West right now? Are they going to get divorced? Who gives a fuck? Who cares? It's so much stupid shit. Anyway, to end on a positive note, I think this is a positive, and I think this is the only thing you should take from the Emmys. Okay? This is the only thing that you should derive from the Emmys. And it's a positive, and I think we could all agree on this. Looking at the Emmy nominations, there's one universal thing we could all agree on and we should all do. Okay? And that's what we should take from it is that we all gotta watch Rami. Because Rami, I haven't watched it yet. I'm gonna watch it this week, but it seems right up my alley. A lot of people love it, and he's a fucking great comedian. So that if there's one great takeaway from the Emmys, even though I think it's a fucking dumb bullshit thing, and I think most award shows are all just fucking. I mean, it's not even an argument. It's about patting yourself on the back and pretending you're important. Aside from all that shit, aside from the fact that we should, instead of trying to get, instead of trying to make certain things get nominated, I think that we should just do away with the whole fucking system. I think that people should just aggressively be like, I'm not watching it. If we don't watch it, it won't exist anymore. And then we could start from the ground up with something that is an actual fucking pure good award show, you know? Where fucking Rami and Atlanta could get fucking nominated all day. Anyway, remember when fucking Miss Maisel beat Atlanta? Miss Maisel beat fucking Atlanta. What? Anyway, fuck the Emmys. Or was that the Golden Globes? I don't know. Atlanta, dude. Miss Maisel's gonna beat Atlanta. Are you out of your fucking mind? It's gonna beat out Teddy Perkins. Are you out of your fucking mind? Anyway, let's all watch Rami. It looks great. I'm sure it's great. If you haven't seen Atlanta, watch that shit too. Fucking great shows. And I don't know. I hear Miss Maisel's good too. But Teddy Perkins is one of the greatest episodes of television ever in existence. And that didn't fucking win. Anyway, Rami looks great. I'm going to watch it. You should watch it too. Thank you guys for listening to the podcast. I had a great time. I'm going to go have fun on this date. Go watch Rami. I love you guys, and I'll see you next week.
You're an idiot. Jake, you don't make any sense. Jake, you're a piece of shit.